You ready, Liz? Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This healing, this healing, this healing day.
This healing, this healing, this healing day.
Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends.
Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends.
My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends.
My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm saying thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everyone, go ahead and say hello to your neighbor. All right, everyone, I'm going to invite you to come on back to your seats. You can get loved up a little bit more later on during conscious conversation. The Great Divide. All right, I'm going to start singing. Are you guys going to come back in? Denise is ready. Wyatt's getting ready. Maggie's ready. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life.
Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life.
My love, fill my love, fill my love, fill my life.
My love, fill my love, fill my love, fill my life.
Thank you for this night, Spirit. Thank you for this night.
Thank you for this night, Spirit. Thank you for this night.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful night.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful night.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm saying thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Woo! All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Elevate Trio, Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, Kelby MacNayr on vocals and drums, and the VTC Community Choir in the seats. Thank you, everyone. All right, go ahead, sit down, take a load off. I get to switch mics now. All right, there we go. Thank you. Okay, so welcome to another Elevate Wednesday. Okay, from the back, something's happening. Welcome to another Elevate Wednesday at the Victoria Truth Center. And before I go on, I want to ask, is anyone here for the first time today on a Wednesday? Yes, there's Hannah right there, right there. So let's let Hannah know how delighted we are that she is here with us tonight. We love you. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's give her a hand, everyone. That's our VTC welcome for newcomers. So here we are again on a Wednesday evening, like we come together every single week with some meditation, some music, some words of wisdom, conscious conversation, and a whole lot of connecting. This community on Wednesday nights really likes to connect and love each other up. And so we're doing this because we're coming together to essentially remember there's only one thing going on. Okay? Call it whatever you will. Call it energy, call it spirit, call it source, call it God, call it love. We like to call it love here at VTC quite a lot. In fact, live life lovingly lives on as a mantra, as a mission statement from like over half a century ago from Emma Smiley, who's the founder of VTC. And so we're here to celebrate that there's this thing going on called love, called energy, called source, called God, whatever. And because there's only one thing, it means that everyone and everything is that. Stephanie is that. Glenn is that. Coralina is that. Everyone tuning in online, that sun that is blinding me through these windows is that. Our time together is that. Everyone and everything that is, was, and ever will be is pure, essential love, or consciousness, spirit, universe, infinite potentiality expressing. And so we're here to remember that, to remind ourselves, to remind each other, and to see and acknowledge and amplify it in everyone and everything around us. So that's what we're doing here on a Wednesday evening. How does that sound? Yeah, okay. I'm feeling like the room is very heavy, like on this side. It's like topsy-turvy. Anyway, so here we are. And so let us also remember where it is that we are doing all of this remembering, this celebrating, this acknowledging, this activating, that we are on the lands, the unceded lands of the Lekwungen peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt nations. And if we take a look at these three things that are so super important to the Esquimalt nation, community, family, and people, this is something that we are embracing right here in this community that is growing, that is known as VTC, the Victoria Truth Center. Not just the space, but this center right here. Each and every one of us has this incredible, amazing awesomeness within us that is who and what we are at our core. And so it's made up of individual people who consider themselves a chosen family, who are becoming a community and evolving as such. And if we take a look at this phrase here that is on the Esquimalt Nation's website, determining the relationships between the land, water, and resources, the community, and the spiritual path, well, we might be doing something with slightly different words here, but we are stewarding this energy, this identity, this beingness, and all of the ways that it shows up and expresses in our life. And we're doing that individually and as a community. So what a beautiful reminder and what a beautiful call to action to really honor and revere community, family, and people, and to really anchor ourselves consciously, purposefully, intentionally on this spiritual path that we're all on. What a blessing and what a gift it is to be able to work and breathe and live and play and co-create and be here now on these beautifully, reverentially stewarded lands. Haishka. All right, so now it's time for some reflective music, gentlemen. And so for those who are new here, I'm just going to let you know that there's going to be an opening blessing, a prayer right after. So if you want to express your appreciation for the band, then I invite you to do so silently. And after that, we'll have a chance to really clap it up. Thank you. Feeling that aliveness and wholeness and vitality just dancing through every single corner of this room, every single nook and cranny and morsel of our beings, knowing that this same aliveness, this dynamism, this vitality and infinite potentiality is the very essence of everyone and everything. And so what an absolute gift and blessing it is to be here now, together on the receiving end, on the activational end of that beauty and artistry just offered. And so as I feel this aliveness in every single cell, system, and organ of my being, knowing that this same magnetism, this vitality, this dynamism, this incredible magnificence is moving and grooving its way in, through, and as everyone and everything, whether here in person or online, I am so grateful to know that this aliveness, this life energy is always present, forever radiating and emanating, forever unleashing itself in, through, and as all that is, was, and ever will be. So in this moment, right here, right now, with so much gratitude and reverence for life, I invite us all to focus on our heart centers. Open our hearts as wide as we possibly can, being the love that we all are at our core. And I invite us to bring in whomever it is that we wish to bring into tonight's Elevate experience. Knowing that in consciousness, as we hold these individuals who are not here in person, that these people are being stirred, are being activated, that their minds are being expanded, that our hearts are being opened wider and wider and wider as we all focus on the love that is the only thing that is ever going on. And so being here right now in community together, knowing that this intense focus on the love that we are is the thing that continues to amplify and appreciate with every single breath, thought, word, and deed. Again, what a blessing and a gift it is to be here now, to receive this love, to offer this love, and to be this love for ourselves, each other, and our world. So for all the love that is present, for all the love that is on its way, I simply say thank you, thank you, thank you. Opening my heart as wide as I possibly can, knowing that it can always crack open even wider. And so knowing that there is that in each and every individual present that is receiving whatever it is that is theirs to receive, that is offering whatever they have the capacity to offer, I am eternally grateful for whatever is. So with deep gratitude and reverence for life, I release my word as law, knowing that right here, right now, every single aspect of tonight's Elevate is pure love expressing. So I release, I let go, I bask, and I know. And together we affirm, and so it is. All right, give it up for the band. So good. So good, Pablo. What's that?
That was one of my originals.
Oh, one of your. Oh my gosh.
Stole it from back.
I was blocked, yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
Great.
Yeah, oh, right on. Thank you so much. So good. So much life. Wow. Whew. All right. Well, let's compound that energy, that aliveness, that incredible, amazing awesomeness as we lean into our theme for the month one last time for this month. But please know that you can continue opening up to whatever it is that this theme is activating and stirring within you. And so I'm actually going to invite everyone to get on up, and we're going to declare this affirmation because I know Winnie loves it when we do. And so I just invite you to plant your feet firmly on the ground, your heart and chest open wide, and just hone in on whatever it is that this affirmation is giving you, is offering you, is stirring within you. as we declare it together. Here we go. I live in alignment with divine circulation, knowing and appreciating that every investment in wholeness yields infinite return. Go ahead and sit down. Thank you. All right, so 1, 2, maybe 3 brief shares. What is it that is coming up for you? How has this theme and or this affirmation been informing your life this month, or maybe just even right here, right now, in this moment? Who has something that they would like to offer? Winnie? Keely. Liz, can you pass that back, please? Thank you.
I want to share something. It's not a story of mine, but it's something I learned recently, and it does connect with things for myself, is with gardening or taking care of the land. I learned recently that, I can't remember the correct name for them, but for the Navajo Nation, they had terraformed a massive, like acres and acres of an ancient chestnut grove that was for eating, and it had tons of other plants that they could consume. And they had been maintaining this forest for over 3,000 years. And that's compound interest, because these trees were incredibly strong, and some of them still exist to this day because of how well cared for they were. And one of the practices that they did, the reason why they know that it existed for about over 3,000 years was because they were doing routine burnings. And so there's ash sediment in the ground. And this ash sediment, it provides nourishment for the life in that forest. And I also learned too, I think with this type of chestnut tree, when they experience a fire, it strengthens them. And it creates a harder outside on them, which makes them more resistant as well to like root rot and diseases and parasites and fungus that can make them sick. So it's just incredible to me that they spent 3,000 years doing that. Wow. Like that is like, wow. You know? And so when I think of like myself, my experience with gardening, and it's not close to that, but you can tell, like, say with a fig tree doesn't like to normally start fruiting till around 5 years. So you have to spend those first 5 years just taking care of it. And you don't know if it will fruit in 5 years. It might fruit in 3, it might fruit in 10, but you keep taking care of that tree, not just from the place of hoping that it will fruit, but also because you start loving and appreciating that experience. And so I think that in and of itself is a very important, sacred part of compound interest, is just taking care of nature.
Yeah. Thank you, Keely. Thank you. Winnie, did you have something that you wanted to or not? Yeah, good. All right. Anyone else have anything that they would like to offer? No? Okay, all right. We are complete. Thank you. All right, so that means it is time for more music. And Kelby, are you going to let us know what it is now, or are you going to let us know after?
Hello. Just getting the books from my assistant. The song that I selected tonight is because it's so darn hot. And also because this song speaks to me of a compound interest of relationship. Kind of however this magic works, that most of the time something that you all share gives the context for the song in a way that I hadn't anticipated. This song is originally by the Italian composer Bruno Martino, with English lyrics created by Jon Hendricks maybe 20 years later. Originally, the song says, "Odio estate, odious summer, the time you left me." But Jon Hendricks' lyrics speak about a reverence and a relationship with nature, attending to nature, of being part of nature, and therefore, thereby being tended to by nature in the evolution of the person, the soul, the spirit. So we hope you enjoy this piece, Estate. Little E minor vamp. 1, 2. Estate. You bathe me in the glow of your caresses. You turn my timid no to tender yeses. You wash away my sorrow with your sigh. Estate. And how your golden sunlight bends the willow. Your blossoms send their perfume to my pillow. Oh, who could love you half as much as I? Always feel you are near me. In every song the morning breeze composes. In all the tender wonder of the roses. Each time the setting sun smiles on the sea. Estate. And when you sleep beneath your snowy cover, I'll hold you in my heart just like a lover, and wait until you come again to me. Estate. Bathe me in the glow of your caresses. You turn my timid no to tender yeses. You wash away my sorrow with your sigh. Estate, and how your golden sunlight bends the willow. Your blossoms send their perfume to my pillow. Oh, who can love you half as much as I? Always feel you are near me. In every song the morning breeze composes, in all the tender wonder of the roses. Each time the setting sun smiles on the sea, estate. And when you sleep beneath your snowy cover, I'll hold you in my heart just like a lover, and wait until you come again to me. Estate, oh estate, oh estate,
Elevate Trio. Pablo Cardenas, Peter Dowse, and Kelby MacNayr. Wow. Yeah, I didn't really want to come up to the stage. Just wanted to sit there basking in that. The feeling that I had, though, when I was listening to that and immersed in that is very much a feeling that came across me this afternoon, which kind of inspired the talk today. All right. So we had a quote in our meditation by David Hawkins. Serious spiritual work is a continuous willingness to let things go as they arise. It is the willingness to surrender wanting to change it and to have it our way. And so the reason that I went back to David Hawkins today, or I was guided back to David Hawkins in his book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, is because we are coming up on our sixth or penultimate class, our forgiveness class on Saturday. We have 2 more. And I still am grappling with this journey that I am on, with this particular individual and this relationship that I'm working on in terms of forgiveness. And it was really getting to me, and I was feeling very frustrated, and I was even finding myself angry at some points about why am I stuck here? Why can I not get past this certain stage? And I think I talked about last week a little bit about what happened when I breathed the grief and loss journey last Thursday before the 90 journey last Thursday night, and then we had it again here on Saturday morning. And the depths of rage and grief and despair and loss that I didn't even know was there all came erupting out when I breathed this journey on the Thursday morning, almost 2 weeks ago. And so what was super cool is that after breathing that journey, there was a significant physical change that my chiropractor noticed and said that in the 5 years that we've known each other, your bones have never been this aligned before, ever. And so with all the work that I've been doing, it was that. I know that it was that. It was this incredible, amazing thing that the body had been holding on to that I wasn't even aware of, that was impacting and causing all of this tightness and misalignment, like physical misalignment. And then once I could let it go, then all of a sudden my body came back into alignment. And it's been that way since I breathed that journey, which is so super cool. And yet I found myself getting really frustrated about, I want to be further along. I want to be able to be at peace with this relationship. What the hell? And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the David Hawkins book, and I'm going to look up the chapter on anger, because that's where I feel like I'm sort of stuck right now. And I know, and actually when I went back to it, I thought, you know what? This, I think, is going to be our next class. Like, that David Hawkins book is so spectacular. And we spent 2 months on it last year, and it keeps coming back, every now and then, because there's so much gold in there. Anyway, so I had the chapter on anger open, and I was really looking forward to just digging in there and seeing, okay, what is it that is coming up? Where am I with all of this? And then I got a phone call. And then I got a second phone call about the same thing. And so one was from a friend, and one was from the person who is going through what they're going through. And this person is known to some people in this community. And so this person is navigating a very serious illness, a very sudden diagnosis, and it is very rapidly progressing to the point where they are choosing to move forward with MAID. And as soon as I heard both of those messages, any anger I had, any resentment, any frustration just vanished. And it wasn't about my stuff didn't matter as much as this stuff. It wasn't even about perspective of there's like bigger things that, need attention. It was that right there in that moment, what was important for me to focus on, the thing that was just calling out for my attention, was love. That's it. And it was so cool, and it was so peaceful, and it was so calming. It was this, what we just experienced here in musical form. And I felt so grateful in that moment, and just so appreciated this incredible, amazing, just spontaneous shift that can happen at any time when we let it. Because so often we hang on to our thoughts, we hang on to our beliefs, we hang on to our stories because they are ours. They are who and what we are. We have carried them along for so long, we got to give them their due, sort of thing, right? But what ends up happening is we carry them long enough, we tell them often enough, we think them often enough, before you know it, that's who we think we are. And when that's who we think we are, we get stuck. We get stuck in that identity, and then this incredible allness that we truly are, this love, this infinite potentiality, this dynamism, this beauty, isn't able to unleash itself in, through, and as us because we won't let it. And so what a gift it was to be reminded of this and to have that spontaneous shift. Because then what ended up happening was I realized that the anger and the frustration for me wasn't so much about the person that I'm in relationship with or even the relationship itself. It was about me being impatient with me and my journey. And why wasn't I further along? And why didn't I know better? Why, with all of the years of consciousness studies, with being a minister, with having these degrees and whatever, why am I not being better and feeling better about what's going on with this relationship? So in the David Hawkins book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, he writes, repressed and suppressed feelings require counter energy to keep them submerged. It takes energy to hold down our feelings. And so what this really made me think of was all the energy that I have been using knowingly and unknowingly to suppress these feelings, and then to question, why am I suppressing these feelings? Why am I not further along the path? All of the energy, the creativity that has been poured into that, rather than something that is more life-affirming. And so in the book, he also writes, the most obvious and visible effect of letting go of negative feelings is a resumption of emotional and psychological growth and the solving of problems which often have been long-standing. And I actually had to look up the word resumption because I read this and I'm like, I don't know what that means. And so when I looked it up, it was a curious word, and I thought, well, I don't know if I wholly agree with this, but what he's saying here is that we stall as we sort of get stuck and we're not growing spiritually. And then when we have this kind of shift or release or letting go, this unkinking of the hose, if you will, then all of a sudden spirit is flowing again and we're growing spiritually, we're evolving, we're expanding. Now, I would argue that every single moment of every single day, there is some kind of expansion happening because spirit is consciousness. Consciousness is energy, and that is never static. It is never dormant. It is never not evolving and changing and expressing in some way. We are the ones who choose how much of that allness of being, how much of that infinite potentiality we are experiencing at any given time. So it's not that it has stopped, the flow has stopped, and it's not that we're not progressing or growing. We're just paused right here in this moment of what seems to be super important for us. But in that pause is also this incredible opportunity for us to let go, for us to soften, for us to be reminded that no matter what is going on, no matter what we are thinking, no matter what we believe, no matter what we are feeling, no matter how much we question what we are feeling or try to make meaning or sense of it or understand why, that behind all of that is this thing, this energy, this knowingness, this vitality, this potentiality that is so whole, so pure, so complete, so profound, that there is nothing, no one, no diagnosis that could ever diminish that wholeness in any way, shape, or form. Even if it feels like it on the outside, there is still that within each and every one of us that is completely 100% intact. And when we allow ourselves to remember that, when we allow ourselves to let go of all the stuff that we've been carrying along all the way from moment to moment to moment, we are reminded by that thing that we are, how super awesome and powerful we are. We soon discover that the limiting thoughts and negative beliefs, which we had naively held to be true, were all merely the result of accumulated negative feelings. When the feeling is let go, then, the thought pattern changes from I can't to I can, eventually maybe even to I'm happy to do it. Entire areas of life can open up. And so for me today, when I experienced that spontaneous shift, there was a healing that took place right there and then. And I realized that this relationship, it is what it is. And I don't have the attachment to outcome that I had just seconds before I had this shift. And how liberating and freeing that was. And the only way that I could feel that was if I was anchored in the knowing, in the certainty that love is my true nature, rather than getting caught up in the, why isn't this happening faster? What am I doing wrong? What else do I have to do in order for blah, 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 right? So there was something that I saw, and I think it was on Facebook, I'm not sure, but it caught my attention because it kind of tied into this, and this is before this talk came up today. And it was about how it's not about trying to feel better, it's about getting better at feeling. And so this, for me, took me right back to the David Hawkins book, because he is all about how feelings are the foundation, the springboard for thousands of thoughts and experiences. If we can just get to the feeling as the source, as the root, if we can just be with that, not try and change it, not try and shift it, not try and like make sense of it or whatever, but be with it and then let it go, then all of those thoughts, all of those stories, all of those experiences disappear back into no thingness. So it's not about trying to feel better, it's about becoming better at feeling. The more we let go, the more we free up energy for other aspects of being. And so the title of my talk today is The Power of Letting Go. How hard would it be to hold on to every single grain of sand? How much energy would you have to exert to make sure that not one single grain, never mind a bunch of them, was slipping through your fingers, right? And then you just let it go. All that sand flows away, and then you have this open hand to receive whatever it is that is so easy for you to receive, right? So that's why that photo. So back to David Hawkins, our capacity for love is far beyond what we ever dreamed. The more we let go, the more loving we become. Emma Smiley. By allowing the full feeling of it and letting go of every sensation, every thought, and every little payoff you are getting from it, you are free. And that's what so totally happened for me today. And it was such a beautiful, pleasant surprise in such a bizarre way. But being able to just release all of that attachment, all of that questioning, and just let it all go, so incredibly liberating. And once it happens, that's it. It's done. So back to the original quote that we had in meditation. This is not the original quote. Let's go with this other quote. Repressed and suppressed feelings require counter energy to keep them submerged. It takes energy to hold down our feelings. As these feelings are relinquished, the energy that had been holding down the negativity is now freed for constructive uses. So if we just allow ourselves the opportunity to not just remember who we are, but not get stuck in the thoughts and the feelings and the beliefs and the stories that are always coming up, that we're telling constantly from one moment to the next, if we allow ourselves the opportunity to not get anchored in them, to not get tethered to them, if we can allow ourselves to just loosen the grip from time to time and be open and willing to letting go, then there will come opportunities in our day, in our life, when that letting go will be instantaneous. And when it happens, there is a freedom, there is a liberation that occurs that is so beautiful, that is so powerful, because now you have all of that energy that you were using to hold on to every single little grain of sand. You have the energy to do something else, right? That is more life-affirming, that is more constructive. So each of us has a limit to the amount of negative feelings we have stored up. When the pressure behind an emotion has been let go, that emotion no longer occurs. If fear is constantly surrendered for a period of time, eventually it runs out. It then becomes difficult or almost impossible to feel further fear. And this kind of reminds me of my experience that I was talking about last week when I got that speeding ticket, which was a total shock. But I was saying how there was just nothing that was even coming up. And if there was, it was like so minute and like an insinuation of anger, frustration, oh my God, what, like none of it. It was just, this is what's happening. And that's it. And it was actually such a pleasant experience. So this is what he's talking about, is just allowing ourselves the opportunity to let go. And in the letting go, there's this beautiful space and opportunity to reach for something new. So in the end, what I want to leave you with is, letting go creates opportunity to stop identifying with the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and stories we've been living with for far too long. the better we become at feeling and consciously surrendering, the more we are able to live as the love we truly are for ourselves, each other, and our world. Thank you, and so it is. Woo. All right, so now we're moving to some conscious conversations, and I will ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back. All right, everyone, I invite you to come on back. And I'm going to offer the You Are Beautiful box to someone in just a minute so you can get your blessings and affirmations. Add them to your growing collections of affirmations of life. There you go. You're welcome. All right, and so as that You Are Beautiful box is going around the room, we're going to do some love and appreciation. So I'm going to invite anyone who had something to do with today happening to please stand. I see Glenn, I see Pablo, I see Jamie. Who's helping to clean up today? I'm sure there are people who are going to do that. Okay. And there's who's set up, fantastic. Who's going to do some gardening for us apparently? Denise? Uh-huh. All right. And then how about someone who invited someone here today? All right, so let's show some love and appreciation here. We love you. We appreciate you. We're letting go with you. All right, how about if you're here for the first time today? Yeah. All right, so here we go again. We love you. We appreciate you. We're letting go with you. And now I invite everyone who's not standing to please stand up if you wish. Get loved up. There's Peter. I'm here now. All right, we love you. We appreciate you. We're letting go with you. And now find one person, and you're going to let them know how much you love and appreciate that one person. All right, so find your person. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm letting go with you. All right, and feel free to hug it out if you wish. All right, fantastic. So as that box is going around and everyone is receiving a blessing, go ahead and sit down. Then I'm going to ask, how are people feeling right now? Who's feeling good?
I'm here to feel better. I'm here to feel more fully.
Woo! Right on. Okay. All right. Good. Okay, people are liking their affirmations today. Excellent. Okay, well, lean into those then. All right, so those affirmations are here to support you in living life more fully, in remembering and celebrating the love that you truly are, that each and every one of us is. And so whatever it is that you're doing and however it is that you want to remember and maybe share that spirit and love that you are, then I'm going to invite all of us to place our hands on our heart and declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. So here's a little prayer that's happening for those who are having conversations right now. If we could just close our eyes or lower our gaze and just allow ourselves a moment to bask in the gratitude and appreciation that is building, that is radiating from the very depths of our soul and beyond these walls out into the world, enveloping everyone and everything in its embrace. What a gift and a blessing it is to be part of this community. To live with the certainty that love is our true nature, to open up and experience the infinite potentiality of our being, to walk the talk, to know that love is the only thing going on, that consciousness is everything, and that each and every one of us is a beautiful, unique, original, unrepeatable, active expression of that love, of that consciousness, of that allness, right here, right now, and always. So for all of the love that is present, for all of the love that is on its way, for all of the love that is being shared and going forth to heal, prosper, and bless, I simply say thank you, thank you, thank you, and yes, please to more, as together we say, and so it is. So if you feel at home here, if you feel like you are fed, like you are nourished, like you are supported, like you belong, then we ask you, consider maybe becoming a member. What it means is becoming a more conscious steward of this community and helping to build community together. And if that's something that interests you, there are membership forms on the back table there. Just fill them out and you can hand them in to either me or who are the board members here tonight? All right, there's Stephanie, there's Sherry, okay? And yeah, then we will continue building community together. And that's it. So I'm going to invite everyone to stand on up. We're going to sing our closing tune. Elevate my love right now. I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now, I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now. I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now, I elevate my love.
Woo!
And it returns to me, multiply abundantly.
Elevate my joy right now. I elevate my joy.
Elevate my joy right now, I elevate my joy.
Elevate my joy right now. I elevate my joy.
Elevate my joy right now, I elevate my joy. It returns to me, multiply abundantly.
Elevation, it's across the nation. It's a love vibration around the world and beyond. Elevate my gift right now. I elevate my gift.
Elevate my gift right now, I elevate my gift.
Elevate my gift right now. I elevate my gift.
Elevate my gift right now, I elevate my gift. It returns to me, multiply abundantly.
All right, everyone, go ahead and bless your neighbor for the week. Stephanie says wrap it up, people. All right, you guys ready to keep on singing? Let's close this out. All right. right now, I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now, I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now, I elevate my love.
Elevate my love right now, I elevate my love. And if return to me, more than life, abundantly.
Woo! Oh yeah, Liz! Woo! The Elevate Trio, Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, Kelby MacNayr vocals and drums, the VTC Community Choir in the seats. Thank you for being here, whether in person or online. We love you, we appreciate you, we're so glad you're here. See you next week.